Moo. Welcome back, Vamp Cows. It's me, your favorite Vamp Cow, back at it again with another React Andy. Yay! Another new channel that we are React Andying to. Probably for the first time. I don't know. Maybe I've React Andy to him before. Diesel Patches. He's talking about our favorite lol cow, Idubs, aka Anissa's husband. The man who destroyed his life just so he can date a blue Twitch woman. Good for him. Good for him. As you can tell, it's going great for him. After all, 1 hour ago, what does he have? He has like a million subscribers. Probably more. I don't even remember how many he has because I unsubbed to him. Look at that. 10,000 views, 1 hour. Isn't that amazing views? View to subscriber ratio. Always incredible for our boy. Now, as from what I remember, he was kind of in hot water. I mean, he's been in hot water with H3H3. And, well, ever since he made content nuke H3H3, H3H3 and him haven't been buddies anymore. Absolutely not. Also with the fact that, you know, Hassan Patcher was, we collabed in that video along with all his goonies, and Hassan Patcher and Idubs don't even talk anymore, at least publicly. I just think it's a whole fun situation more than anything. I don't really know what's going on here, but, you know, I love hearing about our favorite lol cow. I like to make fun of our favorite lol cow, so let's make fun of our favorite lol cow.
Apparently, Idubs came out with an apology video after a heated back and forth between him and his ex-lover, Ethan Klein. It's been a while since the last Idubs YouTube apology, and it's also been a hot minute since my last video on Idubs. I used to bully this sniveling nerd nearly every day. I was addicted to the Idubs slop. I did ultimately decide to sit out of the Ian vs. Ethan lawsuit situation until there was some sort of sign of closure, or if the Jamhas actually went to court, and thankfully, for Ian's sake, this lawsuit didn't make it very far, and I don't mean to—
Well, that's too bad. I actually wished it had gone far. I wish it had gone to the court, and I wish, you know, he would lose even more money, because honestly, such a sad, pathetic, sniveling man does not deserve to have any form of notoriety online or any money.
To the fact that it would have cost him a fortune in legal fees, but more so the embarrassment of having to be forced to watch a clip of yourself as a VTuber dragon named Scorch Legume in a courtroom filled with random people.
They bring up her husband's military service, calling him a war criminal. Hot calling the kettle black.
See, this reminds me when I used to do the voices, but at least not. But at least I was actually trying to portray a character. Bro over here is just generic dragon 400,028 doing on a like stupid British accent. If you want to do a stupid British accent, at least be reading a visual novel and it makes sense with the character. Bro's just trying to read the news in this funny voice. We all know what you know. We all know what you look like. We all know what you sound like. This is just pure cringe. Everyone knew that.
You would probably need therapy after initially getting sued.
Maybe I should head back in just for a little refresher, you know?
Anyways, this whole—
Well, whatever therapist you are going to, you need to find a different one, because a good therapist would have told you to break up with your girlfriend. But you probably also stopped visiting all those therapists because you told them. You told your girlfriend that's what the therapist probably said. And then she got upset and told you to never talk to them ever again. So, good job for, again, ruining your life, buddy.
The lawsuit ordeal started, not from Idubs himself, but from a previous online back and forth between Ethan Klein and another streamer named Destiny. See, the reason why Ethan sued Ian in the first place is because Ian posted a screenshot of an allegation that Destiny made in which he claimed Ethan is a pedo and he bad touches his own children.
This one.
Oh yeah, and if I remember correctly, he also left that up. He was like yapping on stream for 2 hours, and this was just in the background the entire time. And then H3H3 got pissed off. It's just like, hey, bro, take that shit down or apologize. I don't remember if he said take that shit down. I know he said apologize, though. And then I just like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't say it. I said I disagree with it. Okay, that's great. I'm good. You disagree with it? Huh. Oh, okay. So why was it on your screen for like 2 hours, man? So that's a bit odd. If you really disagree with it, wouldn't you want to like have someone else's background footage than that while you're yapping away?
Has a lot of drama on it. This one's quite interesting, to be honest. I read this last night and I said, this seems like something someone might want to address. What in the world is that? Oh, disgusting. I will say, as a dragon, as a woke dragon, do not like this Destiny character, but I also do not like pedo troll character. Not one bit. Makes a dragon angry to even...
This is so cringe, dude. Like, you're not even doing a good job of acting. I can do a better job. This makes a dragon angry. Dragons are supposed to be wise. Wise, but very, like, prideful and very... Yeah, dragons are supposed to be wise, but prideful creatures. And if you do something, if you're able to, like, actually attack them and beat them, then it, like, pisses them off. You could have gone for, like, a goblin model. A goblin would have actually been way more fitting, because you are a gremlin. You like Dolby, don't you? Your girlfriend, I mean, your Anissa dressed up as like a Harry Potter character, and you dressed up as Dobby. I mean, again, why didn't you dress up as a goblin? Why don't you have a goblin model? I'm sure there's plenty of free goblin models you could have used, because you are a goblin.
Read such a thing.
So, why did Destiny even make this comment in the first place? And why did Retargaryen feel like it would be a good idea to broadcast this allegation in the first place?
Because he was like mad at H3 for fighting back against Ibdubs and ruining his reputation.
Why don't we go ahead and take a look? As I stated, Ethan and Destiny...
Here's what I think. Destiny, H3, Idubbbz, Hassan Piker, I think all of them are, like, terrible people in their own unique ways. The only thing that makes H3 slightly above all of them is that H3 also hates Ibdubs, Hassan Patcher, and Destiny. And he's more than happy to throw out lawsuits just to, like, make them waste their money. Or for the fact of pissing them off. So that's like the only favorability I have toward this guy. Otherwise, though, I don't think he's just an evil guy, in my opinion.
Destiny had an ongoing back and forth that eventually led to Destiny posting this in August of last.
Like I think he's an evil guy mainly because when he was one of the very few people that very first people that stopped like making actual YouTube videos, and he made podcasts, which is just the lazy man's version of a live stream, where you don't have to interact with chat. You can just yap away for like an hour, maybe to 2 hours at a time. His podcast was garbage because, again, that's just what I think most podcasts are, just low effort garbage content. Where, again, you just talk for like an hour or two about maybe like 3 or 4 things. It's not even an interesting way. It's just a spitball way. I mean, I guess there's people that would want to watch you, like, you know, talk, because if you're talking with the homies at a bar or at a grill or at a party. I don't. I actually much prefer, you know, when the guy was making videos that were edited and he had concise points detailing why he thought why he did, instead of bro just kind of like stumbling over his words for like an hour or, you know, like 30 minutes at a time, just trying to figure out how to word it, why he agrees or disagrees or likes or dislikes something. And then what else happened? Oh yeah, and then he took away Keemstar sponsors. I was one of the very few people that, I mean, you can dislike Keemstar, it doesn't really matter to me, but the fact is that bro specifically targeted Keemstar and his sponsors, then took him away, and then basically also begged and preached that people should do the same thing to him. That's also another thing that I really just I've held a grudge for, and I've never forgotten that he did. What else? Oh yeah, because he also was on a podcast with Hassan Patcher, the guy that said America deserved 9/11. A terrorist sympathizer who did interviews with the quote unquote IRL Monkey D. Luffy, who goes out to just who is an IRL pirate who holds ships hostages, who holds ships hostage with the people on board hostage as well. I mean, sure, H3 and Hassan don't look eye to eye anymore, but the fact is that they did at one point. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, he just seems to be friends with a lot of people that don't have very good worldviews. They don't have morally good worldviews. And anytime, and even though he disconnects from a lot of those people, I wouldn't be surprised if whatever friends he has now, they're the exact same, where if you just do a slight amount of research on his current homies, that they're probably just a slight step up from Hassan Patcher, which isn't really a lot. I mean, quite literally, the step up from Hassan Patcher is not being sympathetic to terrorists or pirates holding people hostage on ships or saying America deserved 9/11. Like, yeah. I hope that explains why I just have a disdain for bro. But again, I can at least still see the good when it comes to H3 here, where he's filing lawsuits on all these other evil people. Again, this evil guy here making lawsuits on other evil people and making the other evil people's lives hell. You know what? That's just justice in a way, I guess.
Here, Ethan reacted to a video that
It's a popcorn show. You know, I'm just watching a movie. I'm eating my popcorn. I'm having a good time. But I don't have a game on who wins or who loses in the end.
Destiny. Within the video Ethan was reacting to, it included insinuations that Destiny is a
Oh yeah, hey, I remember trying to watch this video from whoever this guy was. Go back. Where is he?
Within the video.
I remember trying to watch this guy's video. I don't remember the name of the video. I just remember trying to learn more about Destiny, and I thought, wow. I got like maybe 10 or 20 minutes in of like an hour-long essay. I was just like, this sucks. This is boring. I mean, good job getting a bunch of like different receipts of all the things that Destiny has done, I guess. But you just formatted it in such a boring way that I couldn't even stick around. I tried to watch it like 3 or 4 times.
Ethan was reacting to, it included insinuations that Destiny is a creep when it comes to minors. While reacting, Ethan decided to push that narrative about Destiny on his own platform.
Hey, another thing to dislike about H3. Woo! Let's go! Again, I don't have a dog in the game. I really don't care.
Destiny would eventually respond to Ethan to provide more context on his side of the story. One of his main defenses for his statements is that he was joking and being overly...
Again, these are just two different, like, evil people in their own regards. Just having a, like... Just having like, a piss fight. One's pissing in one's face, the other's pissing the other's face. I'm just here. I'm just eating my popcorn. I'm enjoying the show while watching Diesel Patches talk about it. I would never go on my way though to watch the like H3H's original react and Destiny reacting to H3H react. Nah, I'm good.
There's no way that chick is 15. So now we've seen 2 separate occasions.
Guys, this is not normal. You just don't type that kind of stuff. Unless you're like Jared Fogle in a chat with his homies.
Okay, so it could have been a genuine confession for my petty urges, or it could be an edgy joke in chat. I don't know. You decide. But
are we all hearing the same thing? It's 14! This dude has made it like his personal crusade to normalize children. Like how many...
That's a wild statement to say based off what we've seen so far.
Along with this, Destiny provided old clips of Ethan making very similar statements and jokes revolving around children to prove he's just throwing stones from a glass house.
I don't understand why he's the one who would come at me for jokes like this.
She spread her body all over the, prison yard.
Yeah.
I've seen this 20 times.
Trillion times.
A lot of times when you weren't here and the lights were off. You know what that is?
That was a joke though, right?
This was when H3H used to be based, but now he's a pussy.
Him talking about when she's not there, him watching the 11-year-old, that was just a joke, I'm assuming, right?
She's buckets, like 5-year-old girls do when they to learn about your lady. So
a little 5-year-old friend of mine, is it okay if I touch her?
Oh, great, dude.
Hey, 5-year-old daughter, you know what? I'm a joke.
These are telling like jokes.
This is the H3H I remember. And do you kind of understand now why I don't like the current him now? The current him now, he's just a pussy. That's a good way to put it.
areas where there are actually kids, like, there's literally rules on the thing here because there are kids present, like, hey, no vulgar profanity or graphic sexual topics. There are literally random kids in the audience.
Oh no, guys! Strangers on the internet not caring about the rules in a video game? Ooh! Ooh!
Hear the one?
You're losing
Did I
them.
hear which one?
Did you guys hear the one about the priest and the kid? The kid went to go see the priest, and the priest raped him.
No!
Okay, dude. Alright, that was... You know, come on. That was just bad. You can do better.
Get off the stage, skinhead!
We have actual comments.
Now that guy, that was based.
And actual children. We have jokes involving actual children. We have jokes to actual children.
What would follow is probably the most chronically online shit I've ever seen, which is both parties attempting to convince their audience that the other is a pedophile. Coming into January of 2026.
Oh my word. Is that really what happened? Again, I don't follow these people. I stopped following like H3 after like maybe episode 30 or 40 of his podcast because I just saw him as a money grubber, as just a greedy boy. That is not making light of his ethnicity. I kind of forgot he's Jewish. I only remembered after saying that, but I'm not making a remark about him being Jewish. Anyways.
The infamous post. Then in February of this year, Ian decided to take that post made by Destiny and plastered it as a live stream watermark. He did this while embracing his evil persona.
Okay, actually, while I address this, I will have this just available on screen, just so that people...
Here we go. This is the part I was talking about. So this is the part where he just leaves it up on screen for 2 hours while he yaps away. Guys, I don't agree with this. I think H3 should talk about it though, but I don't agree. I don't think that he actually did this. Why is it on screen then, dude? Are you pregnant?
People aren't confused, although I think it needs to be... This is a strange thing. This is really fucked up and weird for Destiny to say. Okay, this is my watermark for the stream. It's okay. So I do want to say I don't agree with what's being said in this. But I'm putting it on screen because I think it should be addressed because it's a big, bold accusation that's very fucked up. I will say shit like this should be addressed, especially from the guy who's suing 3 women right now.
So here's what happened. We had Destiny Evilman #1 exists, made jokes. H3 Evilman #2 basically said that bro was actually a child toucher. Then Evilman #1 called Evilman #2 a child toucher, and now we have Evilman #3 who is also trying to peddle that as well. It's just so stupid. Come on. Do you grown men not have anything else to do in your life besides constantly call each other's like predators? Is that really what you got in your life? Is that what your life has been building up towards, just doing that? Come on.
Later state his intent in displaying this allegation in the first place is because he wanted to prove that despite the abhorrent post Destiny made, Ethan still chooses to go easy on him or just flat out ignore him. Ian is essentially arguing that Ethan's actions do not come across as consistent, considering he has no issue being all gung-ho on other creators like Denims, Frogan, Caseytron, and Noah Sampson.
We know the reason that I, showed you guys the comment about Ethan and his kids. It's because it's like Destiny's he's a piece of shit, and he has bad intentions. But he's going easy on this guy. Not going easy on Denims, Frogan, Caseytron, Noah, many others, right? And that was my reason for showing it.
Now, every normal person that saw this, including myself, said, that's pretty fucked up. I mean, sure, Ian isn't the one who made this claim in the first place. He even denounced the allegation and wanted to make a point, but let's just be honest, there was definitely more malicious intent behind this, besides just making a point. Unless Ian actually has CTE or he's just that fucking stupid, then I don't believe for a second that a normal, competent adult would look at this allegation and not see how platforming it wouldn't have more ramifications besides besides just proving a point. As I said, Ian did claim he doesn't agree with this allegation and states it's fucked up, but come on, he knew what he was doing keeping it up for everyone to see, especially saying,
I think it should be addressed. I will say,
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
like this should be addressed.
that's not exactly just a one-off.
No, I wasn't agreeing with items. I was agreeing with Diesel Patches. Like, yeah, items knew exactly what he was doing, just leaving it up for like
He's
hours.
clearly trying to convey something else here by leaving that post up for a good chunk of his stream for everyone to see, including the people who would join the stream later on and didn't get a chance to hear Ian's disavow. And when Ethan found out about the Destiny post being broadcasted on Ian's livestream, Ian decided to suit up by embracing his evil persona, Scorch Legume, once more for his response. Probably one of the dumbest moments from Ian's response stream is when he calls out Ethan for stating there are certain things you can't joke about in reference to the Destiny post, while bringing up the fact that Ethan relentlessly makes fun of Ian as if a grown adult with a platform that chooses to engage in petty online drama being mocked, and children being dragged into a malicious accusation are at all comparable.
To be friends with in real life who's met my family and stuff. Like, there are certain things you don't joke about.
Oh, now he wants to say.
Hey, this is when he used to have 1,000 people still subscribing to him. I think he has like 600 now, and he can't even afford like tables. Or at least that's what people say. I think he can. Obviously, like I think he has a reply video, and that's going to be coming out near the end, where it shows that he actually has like a kind of comfortable living style, though.
Certain things that are off limits. You cannot joke about this. Meanwhile, he brought on iDubbbz for.
This isn't a joke, though. It's not even framed as a joke. Destiny's making a statement, and you're posting it on, and then you're just leaving it up on screen. There's a difference. You know the difference between a joke. It's a little hard to also convey a joke through text, but we all know Destiny ain't joking here. With the idea and the knowledge of their beef. Come on.
The boxing coach, the disgraced boxing coach, mind you, and was laughing over little iDubbbz crying.
I guess after having an epiphany that, maybe platforming an accusation about a father touching his children is pretty messed up, Ian decides to give an apology. Whether this was done out of pressure of a possible lawsuit or Ian is genuinely reflecting on his actions, I can't say for certain. He does sound genuine, but the timing is convenient.
Is like, okay,
what exactly is going on with his background here? What is this? Is he filming himself in his living room? What is your wall decorations? You got a skull here. You got a cross here. For having a whore of a wife that has a blue twitch, I wouldn't really think that you would be a believer in Jesus, but okay. Boxing gloves? Oh yeah, because he did boxing for a while, but why is that just kind of hanging on the wall? That's a little weird. Just some books. Whatever this green ribbon thing is here, I don't know what that is. We have the couch. We have what looks like a blanket on top of the couch that just does not blend in whatsoever. It just looks really odd. Snake on the wall. And that almost looks like, what even is that? Are those Cayman decorations? Whatever this thing is on the wall, too. What is up with the wall here? Is dude, like, living in the set of the Backrooms? This is, like, the kind of wallpaper you would see in the Backrooms movie. The second one. And they just got a plant here that's, like, in the middle of the hallway. Wow, his life really is in shambles. No, 433 Denny's patrons. Aw, poor soul. Poor iDubbbz. He doesn't have anybody that wants to subscribe to him anymore. Maybe it's just because everyone just sees him as a joke. And now everyone sees him as a joke. But no one even finds him as a funny joke. They just see him as a joke to be even around.
Wait a minute. I need to take a step back. It's the Destiny thing about Ethan and his kids. That was one of those where I was like, oh man, I think I stepped too far out with this one. It didn't feel right. So that's why I'm like, trying to take a step back from the Scorch Legume stuff and not roll around in the pig shit.
So it's a non-apology. It's a non-apology. I'm just going to stop talking about it, guys. It's a non-apology. So you're not even sorry that you basically kept up a like allegation that Destiny threw out on your screen for 2 hours. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Ethan and Ethan's family for putting that nasty Destiny comment out there.
At this point,
oh wow, he actually said the words "I'm sorry." Wow, let's go. Well, he said the words "I'm sorry," and he's so pathetic. I kind of believe it. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. You're really not sorry. You're only sorry for yourself.
Once, which is
we all know that.
And retracting his
but hey, that's 4 points higher than what I gave Dame, though. Good for him. Good for him.
Action of platforming the Destiny accusation seems like it would end here, but out of nowhere, Ian then alerts his viewers that Ethan Klein has decided to sue him anyways.
It is official. I am being sued by Ethan Klein. It worries me what it means for the commentary community, and especially the Canadian commentary community.
This is for...
Oh, that's so sad. Oh, the poor Canadian. Poor Iupon. Poor Canadian who had to go through a little bit of a lawsuit because he had an allegation on stream for 2 years. By the way, H3 has kids. So if enough people actually believe that, and if somebody in government is stupid enough to actually believe that, he would have his kids taken away forever. So yeah, I don't blame H3 for going scorched earth, because this isn't even the first time that he's had like his kids mess with. Not even by you, actually. This is like the second time you've tried messing with him and his kids. So go off, I guess.
Commentary community, and especially the Canadian commentary community.
This is for people online who haven't heard me talk about it before. So yes, I am suing my my former bestie, Idubs.
For me, this is where it gets kind of confusing. See, after Ian makes this apology on his live stream, this is how Ethan responds.
I'm sorry to Ethan and Ethan's family for putting that nasty Destiny comment out there.
Fuck you, bitch.
I felt like it was an...
Come on, let's be fair. All right. I completely understand where H3 is coming from. Allegation that bro is a predator on screen. 2 hours. Bro made a content nuke. Also talking about how H3 should have his kids taken away from him. It was like maybe like a 5, maybe 10-minute segment. Actually, no, wait, that's not what happened. Sorry, my bad. So what happened? If I remember correctly now, basically, Hassan Patcher and well, not Hassan Patcher. Let's know what that. So H3, he had a Snark Reddit who was trying to to get his kids taken away. And for those that don't know, Snark Reddits, greatly the entire gimmick of a Snark Reddit is just to bully somebody on the internet, and just to bully them endlessly. Even if they get off the internet, it's just to bully them relentlessly. That is the entire gimmick of a Snark Reddit. And there's a very specific Snark Reddit. They call it CPS several times on H3. They had CPS come over several times. They sent skulls to his house. Idubs made a video about H3. Didn't cover that at all. H3 made a video back, obviously, debunking most of the points, if not all of them. Probably, I think just most, though. While also just criticizing Idubs for not bringing up the fact that he had CPS called on him and had like the Snark Reddit try and take away his kid several times. And then we have that lean to this now, where again, 2 hours, Destiny in 2 hours has a post on screen where Destiny says he's a predator. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty pissed too, because I think I'd be pretty just annoyed and tired of like people on the internet trying to like come up with anything to take my kids away. Because again, if one person were to have ever believed in any like high power, any like CPS, any high government were to ever believe what was said about H3 internet, he would have his kids taken away. And I would feel bad about that. Even though I don't like him as a person, I would feel bad because I don't think he's a bad dad. To my knowledge, he's a decent dad. So, yeah, I don't... Again, H3 going scorched earth and not believing Idubs and his apology, that's also completely fair because Idubs doesn't even seem sorry about it for H3. He's just sorry how it makes Idubs look now. Idubs is sorry how how leaving that on his stream for 2 hours reflects on him.
Okay thing to do based on the point I was making, but
Yeah, you're fuck you. Like literally, grovel, bitch. Don't care, dumbass.
I mean, I do understand
Based. He's so based
why
for that.
Ethan would question Ian's sincerity. However, what I don't understand is that Ian pretty much gives the same type of apology on his main channel, and yet this is how Ethan responds. Hi Ian, I appreciate the thoughtful apology. It means a lot. I've instructed my attorneys to drop the lawsuit entirely. So, what the fuck happened in between the first apology and the second one? Again, Ian pretty much says verbatim what he said in his first apology, such as directly apologizing to Ethan and his family.
I don't want to take away from the purpose of this video, and that is to apologize to Ethan Klein and his family, especially his kids.
Acknowledging specifically what he did wrong.
It was a comment from Destiny, and I even said that I don't agree with it, but it sort of highlights how I knew that it was a wrong thing to put out there into the universe and show people. You know, regardless of the point I was making, it was wrong.
And finally, explaining why he made that choice.
You know, I just because I don't like Ethan, I think it's wrong to find an attack vector that is his kids. It's foul. It's not okay. And I think it was wrong for me to use the...
I think the reason H3H2 forgive him is because Idubbbz even admits to himself that, you know, how it could have affected, like, H3H3's kids. I think that's why H3H3 decided to actually forgive him. Because in the previous one before, he didn't say anything about how it could have affected the kids. Whereas now, he is saying that. Whether or not he actually cares or has reflected on that is besides the point, but the fact is that he said it, and that's most definitely why HK was going to go scorched earth on it to begin with.
Destiny screenshot as a cudgel to make my point.
Yet, we went from eat shit to dropping the lawsuit. There are only two reasons I can think of that would prompt Ethan to change his mind. The first one is maybe he had more time to cool off and thought to himself, you know, maybe this isn't worth it, or what possibly could have happened, and I think this is the more likely answer. Ethan saw that, for the most part, people were against him suing Ian, including popular channels like Moist Critical, who considered Ethan's lawsuit against Ian to be...
Yeah, but Moist Critical just gets all his opinions from Reddit. He doesn't have any opinions of himself, and he also backpedals anytime he gets any form of slight pushback. Sunpatcher. like Moist Critical's opinion really doesn't matter because again his opinion is just Reddit opinion.
Speech issue and a bad precedent to set. Hell, even streamers that despise the Jamhas and typically defend Ethan Klein, like Nicholas Eats Oreos and the Kino Casino, disavowed Ethan's lawsuit against Ian. Even if some individuals with a...
I mean that's quite... I really don't understand that. I mean I get maybe it's more like they... What did they say, actually? I think it's stupid, entirely spite-driven. Entirely spite-drive, and it doesn't really make any sense to me to do, but whatever. That's the direction he's going. I give the disavow or whatever that I told you I'll give if he did it. Well, that doesn't sound like a complete disavow, but it seems more like that Nicholas the Oreo here just thought it was really petty. As far as I know, Nicholas the Oreo actually has his own opinions, unlike this guy. This guy, Ned, does not have any of his own opinions. He just gets whatever he sees as the top comments from Reddit, and then he just reiterates it. But yeah, I don't know. I guess Nicholas, yeah. It was petty. It was funny, though. It was really funny, though, to, like, sue a guy over something so petty. And the fact is, H3 could have easily won, because defamation cases... As I've been told, defamation cases in Canada you have an easier time of winning them in comparison to a defamation case in the United States. Because the United States, you have to prove, like, damages. Whereas in Canada, you just have to prove that it's like lies. Slander, libel. Yeah.
Eats Oreos and the Kino Casino disavowed Ethan's lawsuit against Ian, even if some individuals...
In malicious intent in both cases, US and Canada.
5th grade reading level.
Forgot about that.
Comprehend that. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that this backlash pressured Ethan to back off. After all, Ian wasn't the one who made this accusation, it was Destiny. So why was Ian being targeted for simply platforming this accusation and not the person who originally said it? Many people brought this up, and Ethan decided that he had to clear up the confusion.
Because Destiny doesn't have credibility. Also, H3H3 does not have as big of an issue with Destiny because they kind of still talk. I think Idubbbz H3H3 used to be besties. And then Idubbbz made a whole like hour-and-a-half video essay trying to ruin H3H3's credibility. I mean, he didn't really have to do that. He doesn't really have good credibility anyway. And defending Hassan Patcher. Like, so basically, it's just a double... It's like, it's not even a double-edged sword. I don't even know what you would call it. It was like a 2-on-1 experience, because it was Idubbbz who was defending Hassan Patcher. And then H3H3 used to be friendly with Idubbbz and Hassan Patcher. So it just felt like it felt like 3 shanks in the back.
So he elaborated on why Ian's actions stand out more compared to Destiny, who originally made the post.
Now,
oh shit, he's gonna tell why.
People are like, well, why don't you sue Destiny for saying it? Well, Destiny made it immediately. First of all, this is a comment from Destiny, like made in passing. Ian put it on his screen for 2 hours during his main broadcast. Destiny made it clear that he was not being serious, right? Pretty much immediately after writing it. Like, nobody was like, yo, Destiny.
Context? Proof? Where? I mean, I think a more reliable argument, a more cohesive argument would just be that Destiny just doesn't really have credibility, and you also, as far as I know, H3H was never friends with him. So it would just be kind of like, oh, a whatever moment, because Destiny could just be seen as like a hater.
Made this claim that Ethan molested his children.
Or someone who criticizes him.
People knew that when
whereas Idubbbz was a
he
friend
was just being
at one
dickhead,
point.
Or, I mean,
A
he was
best
being
friend
dumb
at one
and
point.
shit, right? But he immediately afterwards made it clear that he didn't actually think that.
Along with this, Ethan reminds people that Ian reposting this post does have more weight, considering Ian has actually met Ethan's kids.
I'm assuming people that don't understand don't have the full context, right? So I'm being like, I'm just giving the full context because, like, I don't see how you can say that I'm not justified when somebody who's your former friend who's been to your house and met your children is broadcasting this as a silly, it's just silly. Ethan needs to address this little minor claim that he molested his own children and he's a pedophile. Is that funny? I don't know. Is that a joke? Is that free speech? I don't think so.
What confuses me, though, is that Ethan, while being justifiably angry at Ian, doesn't seem to have that same energy for Destiny. Yes, as Ethan stated, him and Ian actually do have personal history. However, Destiny is still the one who made this claim in the first place. This isn't just a one-off, oh, that little rascal Destiny, always saying crazy stuff. Both him and Ethan have had history as well. It's not the same as Ian's, but this isn't just a random guy who posted one comment in poor taste. The amount of heat that Ian is receiving should also be applied to Destiny based on Ethan's own precedent.
When my children enter the picture, and I said this back then, the bets are...
Again, as far as I know, Destiny H3H3 were never friends. That's probably why. Idubbbz H3H3, Hassan Piker, those like guys used to be friends with each other.
Off, and the rules have changed, and I will do everything to ensure that people do not talk about my children in this way. Listen, I'm pretty heavy free speech, like for the most part, but obviously I acknowledge that there's limits to it. I mean, we all agree you can't shout fire in a movie theater, right? Because it's dangerous. Can you just accuse people of molesting their own children if it's not true? It's not free speech. It's not. Why would that be protected?
Okay, then why not also go after Destiny? He's the one who said it. One of the major excuses I keep hearing from Ethan is that, well, it's obvious Destiny was joking, which does that negate the free speech precedent for Ethan? Someone could make that awful comment.
Again, I'm not going to repeat myself again, but I will say, I think I've said it before, but I will say it again. Different point. Never mind, my brain died.
About his kids, and then say right after, teehee, I was joking. Because, I mean, you could make that same argument that Ian was just joking.
Alright, now I remember. It's more malicious to keep up a statement like that on a stream in comparison to just kind of like posting on the internet and then people maybe see it for like a day. People might see it for a day. I don't know. Well, actually, no, it doesn't really matter. Again, you know, it's just it's just pettiness. H3H3 was feeling pretty petty that day. He probably had a bad day.
In his fucked up own way. Also, I don't know what Ethan is referencing exactly when he claims that Destiny made it clear he was joking, but was he? As we've established, there's a history of these two going back and forth, calling each other child diddlers, and I think it's very understandable why people would say he's being serious. In conclusion, this whole situation is honestly a fucking mess.
Yeah. But, hey, it's a dumpster fire. We love to eat popcorn. Watching. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm stretching. Oh, my word. Oh, well, thank you for everyone coming around. That was good. If you like the video, if you liked what Diesel Patches had to say, you can go over to his video over here in the description. Like, comment, and subscribe to the dude. You should also do the same for me. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about my thoughts, and I'll see you Vamp Cows next time if he's upon my next victim.
Did you enjoy that video? Did you hate it? Well, be sure to like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want to see my next wonky sloshed. Hey!